Capital of the Republic of Austria and one of Europe's most visited cities, Vienna owes much of its charm and rich history to its splendid location on the banks of the Danube River. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 rated tourist attractions and things to do in Vienna. And just wait till you see the top 3 that we're going to be showing in this video, something you would never even have thought of, so make sure you watch till the end. Now, before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more awesome travel guides. And make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. Let's cut to the chase. At 10, Vienna City Hall in the historic city centre. Located in the heart of historic Immerse and overlooking Rathausplatz, Vienna City Hall is an impressive neo-Gothic building that serves as the city's administrative centre. Remarkable for its size, it occupies nearly 14,000 square metres of the former parade ground. This attractive and much photographed building was completed in 1883 and is notable for the famous Rathaus man on top of its 98-metre high tower, a banner-carrying iron figure presented to the city as a gift from its master locksmith. The arcaded courtyard in the centre of the building is the largest of 7 courtyards and is used for popular summer concerts. Highlights of a guided tour of the building include the Schmidthalle, the large entrance into which carriages would once drive to deposit their passengers, and the 2 grand staircases leading to the assembly hall. Other sights included in the tour are the heraldic rooms, the city senate chamber, notable for its coffered ceiling decorated with gold leaf and its huge Art Nouveau candelabra, and the mayor's reception room. Tours are free and available Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m, and audio guides are also available. Try to time your visit to coincide with one of the frequent festivals or events held in Rathausplatz. The old city hall makes an extremely romantic backdrop for everything from colourful Christmas markets to summer music concerts. Next up at 9, see the Dinosaur relics at the Museum of Natural History. Best known for its huge dinosaur hall and for the world's largest exhibit of meteorites, Vienna's Natural History Museum is a fascinating place to visit. Its 39 exhibit halls trace such subjects as the origins and development of humans and the evolution of human culture from prehistoric times. One of its rarest treasures is the so-called Venus of Willendorf, a pottery figurine dating from between about 28,000 and 25,000 BCE. The museum's newest feature is its digital planetarium with full dome projection. The building opened in 1889 and is itself a work of art, especially the magnificent ceiling painting above the main staircase. A variety of fun workshops and guided tour options are available, and audio guides are provided upon request. The museum's latest edition, Deck 50, features workshops and lectures, as well as fascinating Meet a Scientist sessions that provide a unique opportunity to ask questions of leading experts in a variety of disciplines. Next up, at 8, see St. Stephen's Cathedral. Vienna's most important Gothic edifice and the cathedral church of the archbishopric since 1722, St. Stephen's Cathedral sits in the historic centre of Vienna. The original 12th century Romanesque church was replaced by a late Romanesque one in the 13th century, the remains of which are the massive gate and the heathen towers. Next came reconstruction in the Gothic style in the 14th century, along with the addition of the choir and the chapels of St. Eligius, St. Turner and St. Catherine. The famous 137-metre high South Tower belongs to the 15th century. Improvements and further construction followed from the 17th to 19th centuries, and the whole structure was rebuilt after World War II. Highlights include climbing the 343 steps to the Steffi's Watchroom for the spectacular views, and the North Tower, home to the massive Pumarin Bell. For those not wanting to tackle the stairs, that'll be me then, a fast lift takes visitors to a viewing platform. Other features of note are the 14th century catacombs and the cathedral treasure, containing many of the cathedral's most important artifacts. Interesting English language guided tours are available, including an unforgettable 1.5-hour evening tour that takes in the cathedral's superb city views. At 7, the Vienna State Opera House. One of the world's largest and most splendid theatres, the Vienna State Opera House has hosted many of the world's most prominent composers, conductors, soloists and dancers. Operatic and ballet performances are staged at least 300 times a year, fueled by an obsession with music that goes as far back as 1625, when the first Viennese court opera was performed. The current massive opera house was built in 1869 and is notable for its French early Renaissance style, while interior highlights include a grand staircase leading to the first floor, the Schwindfoyer, and the exquisite tea room with its valuable tapestries. Capable of accommodating an audience of 2,211 along with 110 musicians, the Opera House is also home to the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra. English language behind-the-scenes guided tours are available. If music is your thing, you may also want to pay a visit to Wiener Musikverein, a concert hall that serves as home for the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra, and the House of Music offers visitors a fascinating glimpse into sound and music through interactive displays and demonstrations. At 6, get your art fix at the Albertina Museum and Albertina Modern. All the great names in modern art are represented, often by multiple works, in the magnificent Albertina Museum. Representative examples from all the various schools and movements are to be found here, including French Impressionists, Vienna Secessionists, the Russian Avant-Garde, the Expressionists and Fauvists, represented by their greatest artists. These include important works by the likes of Chagall, Picasso, Cézanne, Degas, Magritte, Vlaminck, Modigliani, Klimt, Munch, Kandinsky, Münter, Miro, Brach and Ernst. All are here to compare and admire. All told, this must-visit Vienna attraction is home to over 1 million works of art, plus in excess of 65,000 drawings. Many of these masterpieces hang in a splendid 17th century palace where the Habsburg archdukes lived for a century, and their sumptuous staterooms have been restored to their original glory. In addition to these permanent displays, temporary exhibits are also available for viewing. English language guided tours are available, along with informative audio guides. If travelling with kids, be sure to look into one of the private children's tours, which can also include a fun workshop. If there's time in your Vienna itinerary, be sure to add the brand new Albertina Modern to your list of must-sees. Located an easy 10 minutes walk away on Karlsplatz, the Albertina's large collection of post-World War II and contemporary art by Austrian and international artists is housed in this newly renovated neoclassical building. At 5, take the kids to Vienna Zoo. The origins of the Vienna Zoo, also known as Schönbrunn Zoo, can be traced to Emperor Francis I's menagerie. Founded in 1752, it's the oldest continually operating zoo in the world. With many of its original Baroque buildings still intact, it's one of the most pleasant zoos in Europe to visit, particularly if you spend a little time seeking refreshment in the original 18th century Imperial breakfast pavilion that now houses a great cafe. A highlight of the zoo's more than 750 species are its giant pandas, including cubs, as well as the many fascinating creatures housed in the interactive rainforest house and aquarium. If you're travelling to Vienna with children, be sure to check the zoo's official website for details of feeding times, always a fun family experience. Also worth checking into is the availability of special themed and backstage guided tours. If after visiting the zoo you've still got time in your Vienna travel itinerary for more critters, check out Haus der Meeres, a large public aquarium situated in the World War II flak tower. Also worth seeing is the Butterfly House, located next to the Opera House and a pleasant place to unwind after all that sightseeing. At 4, a Baroque masterpiece, Belvedere Palace. Among Vienna's most popular attractions, Belvedere Palace is really two splendid Baroque buildings, the Lower Belvedere and the Upper Belvedere. Highlights of the Upper Palace include the ground floor hall with its statues and the ceremonial staircase with its rich stucco relief and frescoes. Also worth seeing is the Marble Hall. This stunning two-story hall features numerous period sculptures, paintings and ceiling frescoes. The Lower Palace also boasts a marble hall, this one noted for its oval plaster medallions and rich ceiling fresco, as well as a marble gallery built to house a collection of historic statues. Other must-see buildings include the Winter Palace, a Baroque building that once housed the court treasury, the orangery, the palace stables, home to the medieval treasury, and the Belvedere gardens and fountains linking the two palaces. If there's time left in your Belvedere itinerary, be sure to include the Österreichische Galerie Belvedere. This popular art museum in the Belvedere Palace is well known for its extensive collections, including a rich array of sculptures and panel paintings from the 12th to the 16th centuries. But it is perhaps best known for Austrian symbolist artist Gustav Klimt's The Kiss, a masterpiece of early modern art. At 3. Kunsthistorisches Museum and Maria-Theresien-Platz. Vienna's Kunsthistorisches Museum is housed in a magnificent building created expressly to show off the tremendous art collections of the Habsburg royal family. The superb collection of Dutch art features the world's largest collection of works by Peter Bruegel the Elder, including his masterpiece Tower of Babel. There are also paintings by Raphael, Titian, Bellini, Caravaggio and Vermeer, plus portraits by Velázquez. While the museum's specialities are late Italian Renaissance, Baroque and Flemish painting, the collections go far beyond those with classical Greek and Roman art and Egyptian artifacts. English language guided tours are available and can be tailored to your specific interests. The museum's cafe is also worth a visit, especially for its atrium setting and tall, elegantly decorated walls and ceiling. The museum overlooks Maria-Theresien-Platz, the focal point of which is the grand monument to Empress Maria Theresa. The statue was commissioned by Franz Joseph I and was unveiled in 1887. This massive monument depicts the Empress on her throne while surrounded by major personages of her day, including a number of generals on horseback. The high reliefs depict illustrious figures from the fields of politics, economics and the arts, including Haydn, Gluck and Mozart. If you're able to squeeze in a little more gallery hopping, head over to the Museum of Applied Arts, or MAC. This superb museum features traditional Austrian crafts and arts along with contemporary art, design and architecture. At 2, visit the historic Hofburg. For more than 6 centuries, the seat of the Habsburgs and the official residence of every Austrian ruler since 1275, the Hofburg is perhaps the most historically significant of Vienna's palaces. The official seat of the Austrian president, this sprawling complex consists of numerous buildings reflecting various periods, including architectural flourishes from the Gothic, Renaissance, Baroque and Rococo movements. All told, this vast complex covers 59 acres with 18 groups of buildings, including 19 courtyards and 2,600 rooms. Its main attractions are the Imperial Apartments, the Sisi Museum and the Silver Collection, while other notable sites within the complex include the Imperial Chapel and the Hofburg Treasury, with its large collection of imperial regalia and the relics of the Holy Roman Empire. Informative guided tours are available in English. You can stop at the Hofburg and the city's other important tourist attractions on the Vienna Big Bus Hop-on Hop-off tour. This is by far the best option for first-time visitors who want to see the major sites and get acquainted with Vienna. 1, 2 or 3 day options are available. And finally, at 1, explore Imperial Schönbrunn Palace and Gardens. The spectacular 18th century Schönbrunn Palace is worth visiting not only for its magnificent architecture, but also for its beautiful park-like setting. One of Vienna's top tourist attractions, this beautiful Baroque palace contains more than 1,441 rooms and apartments, including those once used by Empress Maria Theresa. Tour highlights include a chance to see the Imperial Apartments, including Emperor Franz Joseph's walnut room and his bedroom, which still has a small soldier's bed in which he died. Of Empress Maria Theresa's rooms, highlights include her richly furnished and decorated garden apartments, along with her breakfast room with its floral artwork created by her daughters. Schönbrunn Park and Gardens is another must-see here. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the park, with its sweeping vistas and sumptuous Baroque gardens, is one of several top free things to do in Vienna. If travelling with kids, visit the Children's Museum for a chance to see them dressed up as a prince or princess. A good way to get to the palace and avoid the wait at the entrance is on a Skip the Line guided tour of Schönbrunn Palace and Vienna Historical City Tour. These popular tours begin with a handy pickup from your central hotel or the Opera House. After a narrated drive along the famed Ringstrasse, past major attractions like the Hofburg Palace, City Hall and the Vienna State Opera, you'll tour Schönbrunn Palace without having to wait in line. The tour continues to Belvedere Palace, where you can see Gustav Klimt's The Kiss and other famous Austrian art with a discounted admission. And there you have the top 10 rated tourist attractions and things to do in Vienna. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fantastic travel guides. See you next time.